for coming to yet another one of our Gumboot dinners. It's so nice to see everyone. There's some faces I think that have come before and some new faces to the Gumboot. Most of you, if not all of you, know me, myself, Shannon, but I don't think everyone has necessarily met Adrian, my husband. I keep him under lock and key back until dark usually. I thought you could go ahead and introduce you.
Before I introduce the producers here tonight, I'll just kind of give you an idea of what the Gumboot dinners are all about. The whole idea behind these is to give our customers an opportunity to sit down with the producers that produce the food and make the wines, and just to show their appreciation for the products that they bring to the restaurant. You know, you'll probably go to our restaurant, other restaurants, you'll see these names on the menu, and you often wonder, you know, who these people are and, you know, the stories behind the food. So this is kind of the opportunity to meet these people, find out why the food is so great, and, you know, hopefully say thank you and give your feedback, because, you know, their job is a tireless one that probably doesn't get as much credit as they deserve. So this is kind of the opportunity to say thank you to them. So we'll start introducing the producers. For the first time at one of our Gumboot dinners, we have Glen Valley Organic Farms, and we have Jeremy and Chris. These guys have been dealing with Glen Valley since we moved out here to Aldergrove, and it's the same story as a lot of the producers. You know, one day Shannon will come back and say, you know, there's somebody up front that wants to talk to you. They got a box of veggies or a bag of birds or something. And that's kind of how we all met. And one of the things I really enjoy working with these guys is they make organic food accessible price-wise. I mean, when they bring this food in, what they bring, what they charge for it, I mean, it's unreal. And I think they make it so that everybody can enjoy organic food. One of the things I love the most when they bring is their leaf lettuce. The weirdest things get me excited. Their leaf lettuce, when it comes in, I mean, it's just the most amazing thing to see. And it's one of those things that I've got to go pull it out of the fridge every time somebody comes in. You got to see this lettuce. You got to see this lettuce. I take pictures of it. But today, I think they outdid themselves with these tomatoes that they brought in today. So we're going to be featuring these in a salad in the first course. You really get a chance to, you know, to experience the flavor and the smell of what a real tomato is supposed to be like. When you pass it around,
it'll come back.
It'll come back, yeah. And you can smell just the freshness in it. It's unreal when you get a chance to smell it there. Secondly, we have Walter from Six Masters. Now, Walter, we get all of our meats from. We get. We've had everything from rabbit to goat to veal. Tonight we have the veal and the Rouen duck. Lamb, which is the lamb burgers there today. And Walter, it's always nice when Walter comes to visit, and when he drops the food off, we also get eggs. I shouldn't forget about that. But when Walter comes around, Shannon kind of hangs around a little bit, because when I sit down with Walter, we start ordering herds or flocks of things, you know. So after dinner, when I come out, if you see me talking to Walter, you'll kind of see Shannon just wandering around, and the checkbook will be hidden off somewhere, right? So, but the meat that Walter provides is, you know, the feedback we get from people. It's just amazing. The amount of work he puts into it, you know, the quality and the care. So. Be very interesting to talk to him just about the actual meat itself. And then from Glorious Organics, we have Heather. Now, Glorious Organics, the whole idea behind the Gumboot dinner came from Susan from Glorious Organics, and she read about it in a book. I think it was called Stanley Park, and it was about a chef in Vancouver. And the Gumboot dinner, she gave me the book, and I told her I read it. So you'll have to let her know. But that's where the whole idea came from. And I've been dealing with Glorious Organics long before we opened the seasonal experience. I think last time Susan was here, she said it was almost like longer than a lot of marriages, what we've had. And it's one of my favorite things is I always pick up from the farm at Glorious, and you know, you're having a rough lunch, or it's always nice that afternoon drive down 264th. I grab a coffee. You go to the farm, everybody's working, everybody's friendly. You get to pick up some great food and bring it back. So they have their salad greens that we're going to be having tonight. They're just amazing, these little, they call it their celebration mix, the herbs we get from them. And they deal with a lot of the restaurants downtown, so you probably experience their food elsewhere as well. And I think we're missing one of the store.
Yes, I have one producer this evening that would be your wine tonight, Rivers Band Winery. And that's the empty chair at the end. He's been called
That's Gary.
That's Gary. But when he gets here, you'll all know. He'll catch up and he'll fill you all in. I think he's against traffic, so we're going to have to just be patient. But we have the wine, so it's okay. We're relying on him to
We'll
bring
start
it.
without it.
So I'll just, I'm going to head back into the kitchen and start the first course. But maybe the producers can just stand up and just say a little bit about themselves or about their farm and, you know, kind of their philosophy behind their food, just for everyone to kind of get an idea about them.
I let Chris and Jeremy know because there was a speech to
Did you girls talk for your dinner? Or are you going to talk in unison?
Ooh, that'd be good.
I think that's Chris's cue.
Okay.